Welcome to another edition of Feminists Answer Questions, where they attempt to answer my 5 questions I posed in a previous video. Let's see what this person has to say.
Number 1.
Why on earth do men need to fight for reproductive rights? Literally, all you have to do is ejaculate. Wow, so much effort.
Effort is irrelevant. If the woman chooses to keep the child, the man is forced to help take care of the child based on the woman's choice. The man should be able to give up parental rights just like a woman. The woman can choose to keep the child or not. The man literally has no choice either way. That's why.
A woman has to carry a child in her womb for 9 months. What a woman decides to do with her body is her decision.
It's a good thing that a man's choice, should he give up the rights to the child, has no effect on her decision to do what she wants with her own body.
Why the hell should a man decide what a woman can or cannot do with her body?
No one is making her do anything she doesn't want to do with her body. That's not even the argument.
Do you have to hold the baby for 9 months? Do you have to push a human life out of your vagina? I think not. You are such a sad and disillusioned human being.
Do you have the choice to be a parent? Are you being forced to take care of a child for 18 years based on another person's decision? I think not. You are such a sad and disillusioned human being.
Number 2.
Dude, are you afraid to go out at night?
Fear is irrelevant. If I have a higher chance of dying, being killed, mugged than you do, my being afraid has zero relevance. What does it matter if I'm afraid if statistically I'm at a greater risk than you?
Are you afraid that if your board shorts are a little too short that a woman is going to drag you out and envelop your penis? If not, then shut up.
Ooh, look at you assuming how I'm going to answer. Fear isn't the driving factor of why rape is illegal. But then, feminists always were insensitive to male rape.
Number 3.
You're stuck in this sad bubble where you feel as though men are victimized.
You are stuck in this sad bubble where you feel as though women are victimized. Good argument.
Maybe rather than just looking at statistics about the disadvantage men have, you should look at the statistics about the disadvantages that women have.
Maybe instead of just looking at disadvantages women have, you should be looking at the issues everyone has.
Then you should compare the two and come up with your argument. It's easy to look up isolated statistics that favor your argument.
The pot calling the kettle black, eh? My statistics are not isolated. You only look at statistics that favor your argument. You go ahead and keep those feminist blinders on, though. Ignore men's issues. That's what feminism does best.
Maybe if you took other statistics into consideration, you'd see the disadvantage that women have.
Maybe if you look at something other than biased sources, you would see the disadvantage that men have. You really aren't very good at this game, are you?
And my earlier statement still stands. Although we are more educated than men, we still get paid less. What you're doing is not real research.
You are just wrong here. You clearly don't know the difference between paid less and earn less. Unless you're saying a woman working 40 hours a week should get the same pay as a man working 60 hours a week, then of course you're an idiot. It's clear to me that it is you that needs to do the real research.
Number 4.
This is one of the very few ways that men are disadvantaged. Women are disadvantaged in so many other ways. Maybe you should try looking them up.
I have. Maybe you should try and look up how men are disadvantaged instead of living in your little echo chamber of lies.
Number 5.
Did you pull that statistic out of your butt?
Actually, no. Pulled them from the Bureau of Justice Statistics, the CDC, and the FBI.
This is the last time I'm replying because I'm too busy getting 4 times the scholarships than you.
Good. Ignorance is bliss anyway.
Dude, here's an analogy for you. If someone who made $20,000 had to pay the same amount of taxes as someone who made $120,000, be fair? No, it wouldn't. Feminism is the same.
You are comparing apples to oranges. If I pay 7% and the guy who is making $120,000 is paying 5%, I am not paying more in taxes. Yes, it is a math question. I know it's hard since you are in gender studies, but a higher percent does not always mean paying more in taxes. That's a false analogy. Feminism is not the same. Equal opportunities are not equal outcomes, and nor should it be.
Why would feminism mean equality for men? They're already more privileged.
Oh, you're right. The privilege of voting without registering? Oh, wait. Nope. Or how about the privilege of dedicated gender-specific healthcare programs? Oh, nope, not that either. Here's one. How about the privilege of being considered a potential rapist simply because of your gender? Oh, whoops, wrong list. Yeah, you're clearly blinded by your own stupidity and have no idea what equality means.
Get that through your thick skull.
I could say the same thing about you.
Women have been disadvantaged for a very long time.
Please name one right a woman lacks that a man has.
And we're sick of it, and we're speaking out about it, and stupid men like yourself are outraged to think that us women have voices and opinions that matter.
There it is. Please quote me where I said women's voices and opinions don't matter.
I don't know what your ultimate goal was by commenting on our school project, but just know that all you've done is empower us.
Great. My goal was not to disempower you in any way.
I now support feminism more than I did before because I've come into contact with male scum like yourself.
Oh, really? Please name one thing I said that makes me scum.
And just FYI, I showed this to my entire class and we collectively laughed at your stupidity.
Just FYI, I shared this with my entire subscriber base, and we collectively laughed at your stupidity.
So thanks for the good times, goodbye, and I hope you fall in a hole.
Wow, look at you and your man-hate and self-victimization. Thanks for not answering my questions like I knew you couldn't. Oh, and by the way, if your class believes 1 + 1 = 3, it's still wrong. Using an appeal to majority fallacy is still a fallacy. Goodbye, and thanks for all the fish.
So long and thanks for all the fish. So sad that it should come to this. We tried to warn you all, but oh dear. You may not share our intellect, which might explain your disrespect for all the natural wonders that grow around.